If you are here, it's because you are someone ambitious, looking for an opportunity to dive in. Today, I'm going to be talking about no-code, what is a big deal, and everyone is talking about it. Whether you are a businessman with a small or medium company, or a new entrepreneur, no-code could transform your life, and for sure, your business. This video is for business owners who want to know how no-code solutions can propel their business to new heights. So, empecemos. Imagine a world in which you have all your business operations in just one app, instead of needing several tools like a CRM, an inventory app, and a scheduling system, etc. But not just that, but having the ability to customize the system without limits, integrating all functionality seamlessly at a fraction of the cost of coding it. Papa, isn't that powerful? Yes, I know. You could be okay with, for example, your current CRM, until you need features that are not there. Then you hit a wall that is impossible to overcome. That what dream is possible with no code. And not just possible, it is plausible. Steps to do it. Okay, pues, that sounds good. But how to achieve such a thing? I'm going to share with you how I did it with our family company. Here, 3 steps to do it. First, what are your current software tools? Second, create a competitive advantage. And third, build it. Hey, momentico. Before explaining every step, who I am to tell you all of that stuff, and why should you trust my word? Back in 2020, I was a business management student. And guess what? Pandemics happened. So I had to study in virtual modality, and my father's company, that is a business in the veterinary sector, was in danger of broke. Therefore, I proposed him to start working with him while I studied. I worked for free like 6 months. At the beginning, I was in charge of social media, but I found him struggling with Excel and lack of information management systems. Therefore, I started investigating, and we implemented a CRM, a cleaning history system, an invoice system, and so on. With me in charge of social media, the company started to skyrocket, and with the tools we implemented, we had better control of our processes and information. But we hit a super big wall, one that seemed impossible to climb, because we had multiple systems for different tasks. We had duplicate information on each. That means having to maintain updated the info of everyone. At the end of the day, more money and lower efficiency. You need to have just one source of truth. When you don't have it, everyone is asking where to find information. Plus, as I think that may happen to you too, we had ideas of new features that will improve our service, but we were unable to find a way to implement them. At the same time, in parallel of working with my dad, I discovered Bubble.io and developed a personal project that failed. Therefore, with the learnings that project left, I thought, hey, we could build our own system. At that time, it sounded like a crazy idea and a ton of work. However, one thing that is worth it isn't hard to achieve. So, I went with my father and managed to convince him. With my father's approval, I began developing our own system. Although there have been several difficulties along the way, we now have an app that provides us with better efficiency and competitive advantages that our competitors can only dream of. Because I know you are someone ambitious, let's go ahead to explain you how to achieve the same. Step 1. Your current software tools. For every change you may want to make in life, the first step is to identify where you are now. The same applies for business. So, write down all the apps you're using right now in your business, and for what you are using them. Write too what you don't like of each, or what things would you improve or like to integrate between them. For example, here are the apps we were using at that time. And you are done. This step will serve us for the next one. Step 2. Create a competitive advantage. Use the list you just created as a map and think what elements of the list will create you important efficiencies, and even better, what elements will create you a competitive advantage. In our case, we were using HubSpot as our CRM, Google Calendar for scheduling, Microsoft Forms for obtaining feedback, and so. We discovered that creating our own CRM, which will allow us to associate pets with their owner, schedule appointments, that inform the veterinarian where to go and which pet to treat, and implement a feedback system linked to each visit, will greatly enhance our efficiency. Regarding competitive advantages, I developed a method to ensure every sick or under the weather pet is properly monitored until it recovers, passes away, or is unsubscribed from our services. I will discuss this methodology in more detail in a future video because I think it has numerous applications in business and life. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in learning about it. Don't worry if you don't come up with many ideas initially. As you develop your internal app, you will discover more and more opportunities. The great news is that with no-code solutions, you won't feel restricted. You will be able to let your imagination run wild and execute your ideas more affordably. If you are liking what you see and want to start, but you are not a developer, just don't have time to learn how to use Bubble.io or any other no-code tool app, I can help you with my agency. We help you build your own product, whether it is an MVP or an internal app for your business. Go to appeal.com.co or just click the link I left you in the description. Schedule a meeting or reach me out. Step 3. Build it. It's time to take action. Whether you can build it by yourself, hire some people, or if you are not a tech expert, contract an agency like us that will assure everything goes seamlessly. Talking about the budget. While out there are some freelancers that can build an app for $2,000, I don't recommend them. A decent price for an app may run between $5,000 for a little app, $20,000 for a middle one, and maybe $50,000 to $100,000 for a really complex one. I recommend to do some research, to have an idea of what technology should be used to create what you want. While the majority of things can be created with no-code tools, there are some that don't. I really believe no-code is a powerful tool. It's never going to replace code. I see it more like a complement that accelerates development and democratizes apps creation, while allow people to start with a smaller budget and grow until a point they need real code and can afford it. Finally, I want to say that los quiero muchísimo, les envío un abrazo enorme y una bandeja paisa virtual. Subscribe